What's up everybody, it's Big Sweaty here, and today I'm going to show off my stuff. So I've been trying to track this collection of all my games and movies for a while now, but I've been struggling. I don't really do it as often, I don't write down or take photos, so I just feel like it's going to be easier to do a video. So in this video I'm just going to show off everything of my collection, and over the next few months or just years, I'm going to show off as my collection grows. Like every few months I'll do a update to this so I can see an increase in my progress, just to see how much this is going to go. So it's going to go from this to hopefully a much bigger and cooler collection down the road, but we'll see. But let's get started. Hey, what's up guys? Okay, so first up we have the Xbox games. As you can see here, the first few games in the collection are Xbox 360 ones. They're Xbox 360 games. I have two games that are in the pre-owned box condition from GameStop. I have Lego Batman and Portal 2. And then next up, getting started with the actual ones, the regular case, I have Alan Wake. Really fun game. I haven't played the remaster, but I had just played the original version, so it's really fun. I have Batman Arkham Origins. Pretty underrated. I feel like this one gets a lot of hate for some reason. I don't get it why. It's really fun. The boss fights are really good. And right here I have Mafia 2. I haven't played this yet, but I played the first game, and I'm honestly really tempted to just play this soon, but we'll see. And up here I have GTA 4, the complete edition. I really like this one because I haven't played the DLC yet. I played a little bit, but I haven't played all of it. But I really like GTA 4. I like the main story. It's like one of my favorite. I think it's my second favorite GTA game. It's this one, and that's about it. And finally, I have Halo 3. This is my favorite Halo game. It's just really fun. It's my favorite out of all the original trilogy, and it's just so much fun. And I really like the large scale battles that you get in it. But moving on to the Xbox One games, starting up here, we have for these first few games. We have Destiny 2. I got the Forsaken DLC. I haven't really played it. I bought this because I was going to originally buy Anthem. Yeah, that terrible piece of crap. I was going to buy it, then when the game came out and it was terrible, I decided to buy this instead. Didn't like it. Haven't played since. Then I have right here, I have the Doom Slayers collection. I really like this edition because it came with a poster and a sticker sheet for the controller. I haven't used it, but I really like all the games. I got Doom 2016. And I got Doom 1, 2, 3, and 2016, which is really cool. Right here I have the Doom Eternal Steelbook case. I don't have the actual physical game. I just bought it because I saw it at Best Buy and I thought it was cool. And then I have Forza Horizon 3. This is probably the first Xbox game that I bought that I was really excited for, because I bought the console back in 2016 when this game came out. And I played it a lot, but I never really got super far in it. I just mostly drove around, but I didn't really increase my festival or buy the best cars. Well, I bought the game. I bought the car on the cover, but that's about it. And I have Halo Infinite. I really like this game. It's just kind of disappointing. It's really fun, but I played it once and I really never felt the need to go back to it. Multiplayer was pretty bad. And I got Halo 5, the worst one. This game is bad. The story is really bad, but I actually like the multiplayer kind of. I found it pretty fun. It's not as fun as the original 3 games, but I do like this one. The game's multiplayer was really fun and satisfying to play. And I have Halo Wars 2. I played this game for a few hours, but I never finished it. But I kind of want to go back to it, play it, because it was pretty fun. And then moving on to the next ones. Next few games in the series. First up, we have Lego Jurassic Park. I really like these old Lego games, especially when I was younger. I got this a few years ago, and this one was just really fun because you could play as dinosaurs and stuff. I got Lego Marvel Superheroes. This is probably one of the best Lego games ever. It's just so much fun. Having being able to choose with so many Marvel superheroes was really cool. I really liked all the different characters you could choose. They had really weird characters here, like Howard the Duck, and it was really cool. The open world was really fun. And then right here I have Mafia Definitive Edition. Really like this game. I played this game and then I bought Mafia 2. I haven't played it yet though, but I really like this one. The graphics are really good and the story is really good also. The only thing I don't like about it that much is the controls. It's kind of clunky. But besides that, I really like everything about this game. And then I have Minecraft Story Mode. Yeah, I'm embarrassed to own this, but hey, I got this back when I was a kid, and I found it really actually enjoyed it back then. But looking back at it now, yeah, it's not very good. And next up is PUBG, one of the worst purchases I ever made. I played it, and it was broken. It was actually horrible. The Xbox release is so buggy and horribly optimized. When you played this game, it was you could barely do. You would land in the world and it wouldn't load up, and it was like because of my Wi-Fi. That's just how badly the game ran. You would boot up and it'd take like 10 minutes for everything else to load in. That's how bad it was. And then right here, next up, I got a much better game, Red Dead 1. It got the backwards compatible version where it has the Xbox One and Xbox 360 thing at the top. I haven't played this one yet. I've had it for like 3 years, but I still haven't played it. I played the second game first, and then I bought this one later, but I haven't finished it. I haven't like played it at all, but still, it's pretty cool. It comes with the zombie mode as well, so once I finish the main game, I can play the zombie one. And next up, I have Red Dead 2. I played this one first because I knew this was a prequel, so I decided to just go into this one and then play the second game later, the first game later. And this is one of my favorite games of all time. I really like the story. It's not very fun to replay because it's just not the most fun game to play because the missions are really hand-holding and then the game's really clunky and stuff. But it's still, I really like the story. I might go back to it one day. I don't know. And then next up, I have Resident Evil 3. I like this game. It's actually pretty fun. It's really short, but it's still really fun. A lot of the gameplay is really like tight and everything. Everything moves so fast and it goes through really quickly. Like you play the game and it's short, but it's like a fun, like well-crafted experience. It's a really fun game to play. I really like it. I do understand why people hate it though, because it did cut out a ton of things from the original, which is pretty stupid. And moving on to the next few games, right here I have Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I really like this game. This was like my first Dark Souls type of game. I really enjoyed it. I'm really excited for the sequel. It's coming out like in a month as of recording this video. But this game's really cool. I find the gameplay is really fun. Like I wasn't very good at it because I just played on normal, and I still did pretty bad. But now that I've played I played Demon Souls and Elden Ring, so I'm excited. I'm ready for the new ones to hopefully be a little bit harder. And here I have Amazing Spider-Man 2, the worst Spider-Man game, but hey, this is actually kind of a pricey game now, especially the Xbox One version, because they delisted this game, so you can't buy this anymore. And since the game sold really poorly, like these copies are harder to find. When I bought this originally, like 5 or 6 years ago, it was like $35, and now it's like going for like 50 or 60, which is pretty crazy. Because it is not worth that price. This game's really bad. It only lasts like 4 or 5 hours. It's a really short game. And then next up, I have UFC. One of the first games I bought for the Xbox. I like the UFC games. I'm just really bad at them. Like they're fun to pull out and just play with friends and stuff. And then last up, I have Sunset Overdrive. This is in a GameStop case, but I printed out the game case on it. I tried to get to the right size, but then the printer ran out of ink, so I just gave up. But I really like this. I really want to replace the case because it looks really bad alongside all my other games. But I don't know. Hopefully in a future video, you'll see me with a replaced case because I really hate how this looks. It stands out so much compared to the rest of the collection. But that's all the Xbox games for now, and let's move on to the next page, the next section. Oh, and I forgot Rocket League. I have Rocket League as well. It fell back there when I was pulling it out, but yep, I have Rocket League 2 before it went free to play. So I got this game, and then it went free to play like a year or two later, which is kind of annoying. Well, I didn't pay that much for it. Alright, so the next section right below it is some of my Funkos. First up, I have Naruto. I have his 6th Path Sage form, which I really like. I haven't taken him out of the box, but I really, really like how he looks. I'll show you the back of it, the side of it. This is how it looks. He's got like the 6 like energy things behind him, and it looks really cool because he has the staff and everything, and he's like all powered up. So it's a really cool Funko. And next up, I have Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. It's just his basic version where he's holding out a sword. I really like this one. I like the show. I really like the show, so I decided to get this guy, and I thought the Funko was really cool. And then last up, I have my most valuable Funko of the collection is this Godzilla one. This one's really cool because then the eyes light up. Like it's got like clear eyes, and when it's shown up to the light, like its eyes are blue. So in the dark, it'll glow. It'll glow in the dark, and it looks really nice. It's a pretty big Funko compared to the rest. This one's like much bigger. Look here. For comparison, look how much bigger it is. It's a really big Funko, but I really like it. It's one of my favorite Funkos I have. Moving over to the next section of my furniture piece, I have some comics and another Funko. But first up, I got Berserk. I have the first 2 volumes. I have the first and second one. I really love Berserk. I haven't read past the second the deluxe volume, because these are pretty expensive. They're like $40 each. So yeah, trying to read this legally is gonna cost a pretty penny. So yeah, that's why I haven't kept up with the reading. But after those, I have the Doom Eternal art book. Really cool art book. I've got it for pretty cheap at Barnes & Noble, and I really like it. It's got a lot of cool pictures, like showing off concept art and all that stuff for the game and all the weapons and all the demons. It looks really nice. Might go over in another video just to look at all the unused designs that they had in this game. And next up is a few comics. First one is Spider-Man: Kraven's Last Hunt. Really like the story. I hope they adapt it in a future movie, especially since they were planning on doing Kraven in No Way Home, but then they changed it once they got the other Spider-Man to join it. And then next up, I have Moon Knight. It's a Lemire run. This one's a really good comic. Really makes the Moon Knight show seem really bad in comparison, because this is much cooler, much more interesting. One thing I really like about this comic is how the art style changes depending on the personality in the comic. Stephen Grant's is like this really cool artwork, and then when it's in Mark Spector's perspective, it's in this art style, really cool looking. But when it goes over to Stephen Grant, it's like a cleaner look compared to the rest of the comic. It looks much more, like a lot more modern, a lot nicer, much cleaner, very sharp. And when it goes over to Jake Lockley, it looks like a old like comic book from like the 70s, really moody colors, like a noir comic. It looks really cool. I really like the story. It's really cool. And then finally I have Flashpoint. I really like this comic. It's really cool. It's a pretty messed up storyline because of all what happens to all the characters, how evil they are. I do like the movie more though, like the animated movie they released of this. Like the animated movie's more in depth with what happened, and it's really cool looking. And I also have some Lego instructions. I'll show you the Lego sets later, but these are the instructions. I just kept these because these are much cooler looking booklets. I have the Jurassic Park one and the Sonic one. I really like these booklets because they actually have it's more than just the instructions. Like they'll have like a few little intro pages talking about the set and everything, and it's really cool looking. For both of them, for the Jurassic Park one and the Sonic one, they have like a cool little intro. But that's everything here except for one last little Funko. I have a little Daredevil Funko that I really like. Looks really cute. He's got his 2 sticks at the side of him. Looks really nice. Alright, and now moving down, we have the Wii collection. So first up, we have these few Funkos. We have little Bob Ross and T-Rex. I like these dudes. I think they're just adorable. And then I have Little Blue from the Jurassic World movies. And before I start with the games, oh no! I have my Wii here. I don't have it connected because I don't really use it, but I just have it here just in case I want to connect it. I have all the wires somewhere else. But starting up with the Wii collection, we have... Yeah. Yep, I'm a true gamer. I'm going to play the best games, the greatest games in history. Barbie Jet Set in style. I'm just kidding. This was my sister's game. I just have it in my collection because why not? It's cool. Looks funny. I have a GameStop issued box for the Incredible Hulk. I really like this game. This game's really cool. It's really it's pretty bad compared to some of the other Hulk games like Hulk Ultimate Destruction, because this one has very little content and the graphics are really bad. But still, I still like it. It's kind of fun for a bit. And I have Lego Batman 2. This is the best Lego game. You guys can't tell me otherwise. This game's so cool. This was like the first open world Lego game, and then it had voice acting for the first time ever. It was so cool. I love this game. I want to get it for the Xbox, but maybe later. And then next up, we got Lego Harry Potter. I didn't like this one as much because I'm not really into Harry Potter, but it's still fine. It's not a bad game. I just don't like it as much compared to the rest of the Lego games. I have Lego Lord of the Rings. This one's pretty fun, even though I don't like Lord of the Rings that much. I just got it because it was just another Lego game. This one was really cool though because it had a huge open world, like an actual big one, like bigger. I think it was bigger than Batman. I felt like, but this one had like a ton of quests you could do, and I never understood how to do them as a kid. And then this one, actually, like before, Lego Batman's not the best one. This is the best one. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, but I love this game. This game's so much fun. I know what happens in the movies just because of this game. This game's so much fun and it's so funny. Like there's so many missions in this game that I could just still remember any time. Like the first mission in episode 1, or the final mission of episode 3, or just some of the other fight scenes, like in like the asteroid battles you could have, and like not asteroid battles like that, like the flying sequences and like the New Hope and stuff. It was so much fun. I love this game. And then the free play lets you play as so many different characters. I always loved playing as Darth Maul because his dual lightsaber was super cool. And next up, we have Lego Star Wars 3. I actually don't have this game anymore. I don't know what happened to the disc. I lost it. So in here, I have Wii Sports normally, but it's currently in the console, so I don't have it right now. But yeah, I also have Wii Sports, and I really like that game. It's one of my favorite Wii games of all time. Like I could just play that one anytime because of how much fun it is. I love playing boxing. That was my favorite sport. And next up, I have Monster Truck Arenas. This game is awful. It's really bad. You don't believe me? Look at who developed the game. Data Design Interactive. These guys made horrible games. This is just one of their many terrible games. This one was really bad. Next up, I have New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I really like this game. This one was really fun. I was really bad at it. I got really frustrated as a kid, but I really liked this one. This one was really fun. It was just fun to play, but even though I was bad at it, like I could only get to like World 4, like regularly. That's it, because every world after that was just too hard for me and I couldn't do it. And then I had Skylanders. I have Trap Team. This was the only Skylanders game I got, but I got this one. And then like I never got any other ones because they were just too expensive. Because like the games by themselves would cost like $70 or $80, and then each toy cost like $10. So I just didn't get the next ones. But I don't think the next one came out on Wii, so yeah, I couldn't get it because I only had a Wii at that time. And then next up I have Sonic and the Secret Rings. I actually liked this game, but again, I was really, really bad at this one. I would play this and I would only get to like the 6th world or 7th world. I was never able to defeat the final boss. I was really bad at it. I don't know how I got up to the final boss anyways, because of how hard this game was. I did like the party mode though. It was a rip-off Mario Party, but it was still really fun. And then next, we have the final few games. And starting off, we have Spider-Man 3. I hate this game. This game's really bad. I don't like this. Out of all the Spider-Man games, this one's the least fun to play. Especially on the Wii. It's just, the controls are weird. Like, pressing A instead of, you think A would mean jump. No, A is the strong attack. To press jump is the Z button on the nunchuck. I don't like this game at all. I hated the controls, and then the graphics are really, really bad. I did not like this game at all, and it's really hard. Like there's certain sections in the game that are really, really hard. Like I went on hard mode, and I felt that hard mode was easier to play compared to easy. It was really bad. I didn't like this game at all. And then Spider-Man Edge of Time. I really like this game. This is actually one of my favorite Spider-Man games. It's pretty expensive to buy on the Xbox and PS3 now, because again they were delisted. Like all the Activision Spider-Man games were delisted off the store when they lost the license, so you can't get this game easily anymore. You can only get the physical copy. And this game, along with the next game, the copies are really expensive to find. So I'm holding on to this for sure. I don't think the Wii versions are expensive though compared to the Xbox versions. And next up, I have Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. I like this one. I think I like this one more than Edge of Time, just because this one's a lot longer. And I like how different the gameplay is with each character, because each character has a different gameplay. Because, kind of, because Spider-Man 2099 and the Ultimate and the Amazing Spider-Man version are all the same. Like they have similar fights, they just have different environments. But the noir segments are all stealth, so they're really fun. I really enjoyed that. And then the Ultimate Spider-Man is just like an insane like they throw so many more enemies at you compared to all the other game modes, and it makes it really really fun. I really like this game. The only bad thing about the case is it's got this little like cut right here because I don't know what happened. I think I stepped on the case or something, but it's got like some cuts, so the condition of the box is pretty bad. But I really like this game. This is probably my favorite Spider-Man game on the Wii. Wait, actually, hold up. No, never mind. Not that one. This is my favorite one. I love Web of Shadows. Web of Shadows was so much fun. Mostly because this one had an open world, while the last two didn't. Spider-Man 3 had an open world, but it was really unfun. Like it was a really boring map to traverse. But this one was much better. I like this game, even though I acknowledge the story's pretty bad. Like it's really pretty badly written. But I like how the map changes and stuff, and the combat in this game is really fun. Like it's actually the only other game that has better combat is the new Spider-Man games. But this one's really fun. It has some really fun boss fights and really cool fight scenes and stuff. I really like the action in this game. It was really fun. And then next up is SpongeBob SquarePants Globs of Doom. I really like this. This game was actually so much fun. It was a really fun game to play. I played this a lot when I was little, and it was just a fun game. I really like these SpongeBob games. And next up, I have SpongeBob Truth or Square. This game is pretty fun. I don't know. I've seen it has really bad reviews online, and I know that I think I saw that the PS3, the PS2, and like Xbox versions had like an open world, but this one just has like a mission select. This one was a pretty fun game. I actually found it pretty fun. It was hard in some places, but other than that, it was really really fun game. I really like it. It's like one of my favorite like nostalgic games ever. It's just really fun. And last up, we have Wipeout, Create and Crash. These Wipeout games were pretty bad. Like they're pretty like they're really, you can probably play everything in this game within like 2 hours. But it was pretty fun. I really enjoyed them. I liked trying to get like the best scores in them, and then it also had like a create mode where you can create your own courses. Really limited, but it was still pretty fun. But yeah, that's all the Wii games. And we're gonna move on to the PlayStation games. Alright, so next up we have all the PlayStation games. I have PlayStation 2, PS4, and PS5 games. And first off, we'll start off with the PS2 games. This is my lowest collected of all the consoles. But I have Burnout 3 Takedown. I haven't played this yet, but I got it like a month ago or so. And I've been kind of busy, so I haven't really played. But I got this pretty cheap. I got this like for $5. And it came like complete with everything. And it came in the greatest hits collection, which I'm not really a fan of because I prefer all the spines to be black, so they're all united. But I still I wanted to try out the game because I played Burnout Paradise, and I've heard that Burnout 3 is like probably the best one of the entire series. I don't know if this was open world, but I don't think so. But it's a really cool game. I really like the Burnout franchise. It's just really fun. And next up we have GTA 3. I really like this copy. The only issue is this thing at the top is kind of bad. But I bought this complete. It came with the map, the manual, and like the game disc was in perfect condition. Really fun. This is actually my third favorite GTA game. This is just nostalgic to me because this is just like the first one I played, and I really like the driving physics. The driving physics in this game are like absolutely insane. You'll be driving and then a car will crash into you, and your car will spin like 60 times while getting hit. It's so much fun. And it's so easy to flip over your car in this game. It makes it really fun to just go on rampages and go against the police. It's really fun. And next up I have GTA Vice City. I don't like this game as much. Like this is my least favorite of the original trilogy. But it's still a fun game, and plus the PS2 version's best because this one lets you play. If you play on the original PS2, you can listen to all the tracks that they removed in all the later releases, like Billie Jean and some of the other songs. And this one also came complete with the map and manual, which is really cool. And I don't have San Andreas, sadly, but I'll get that in a later video. Don't worry about that. I'll do it. And next up we have Liberty City Stories. This is one of the games that came out on the PSP, but they later ported to the PS2. I played the original on the PSP, but I felt like getting the PS2 version because it's just more fun that way. It's easier to control because you actually have control of your camera. because on the PSP you don't have a second analog stick. But I got this also, again, complete with map and manual. The game's not in here because it's in the console. But I really enjoy this game. This game is just really fun. This is like probably the most refined, I think, out of all of them. Well, besides San Andreas, because these first two GTA games, these games don't have a camera control, so you can't control your camera. And this one also has camera control, simplified shooting controls and stuff. And it also had like a really big like collection of weapons and stuff you can use in the game, like a lot of melee weapons and all this stuff. So I really like this one. And that's all for my PS2 games. I have a lot more than I plan on buying. I just have to get money first, okay? I need money before I can start buying stuff. But next up, we're moving to the PS4 games. There's not a whole lot of these. So first up, I have Cyberpunk. I got the original version on the PS4. I haven't played it yet, because I bought this game, but then they delayed the patch for it. And then the patch finally came out a year ago, and I still haven't played it. I've just been busy with other games, so I haven't played this one yet. And next up, I have Modern Warfare 2. This is a cross-gen bundle, so that's why I play it on the PS5. But I just got this. I got this version because a cousin gave it to me, and I really like it. It's pretty fun. I haven't played a whole lot, but it's Call of Duty. It's gonna be fun regardless. It's still always fun. And next up, I have Days Gone. I haven't played this game because I borrowed it from my cousin, and I ended up playing other games. I haven't played it yet. I don't know. I'm still debating on even playing this because I've had friends that told me that this game's pretty bad, but I don't know. I'll try it myself. Maybe later. I don't know. We'll see. Next up, we have Hotline Miami. I just got this game not too long ago, and I've played a little bit of the first game, and it's cool. It's just I'm pretty bad at it. I'm just not used to the controls, like having to use both analog sticks, one to move and one to move around, like look around super fast. Because this game's really like hard. You have to like shoot everything and like just react super quickly. It's like Doom, but top down. It's really quick reactions, or else you just die instantly because you die in one hit. And next up, I have Resident Evil 2, my favorite Resident Evil game. I really like this game. This game's just really fun. I had it on the Xbox already I had a digital copy, but I decided to buy a physical copy because I just really like this game. And then next up, I have South Park: The Fractured Butthole, the greatest title ever made. I haven't played this yet because, again, just like Days Gone, I borrowed it from a cousin. I haven't played it yet because I've just been busy. But it's really fun. It's not really fun. It looks fun because it's more of a RPG. This game's pretty stupid though, and I do know some of the stuff that's in this game is really funny. Next up, I have The Last of Us 2 Part 2. I don't like this game that much. I played it like 3 months ago. I didn't really like it. I just didn't like the story. The gameplay is fine. Like it's more of the original Last of Us, just with a few more additions. And it's pretty fun. It's just the story is pretty bad. Like I don't like it at all. It's not even like the main stuff, like certain character dying. It's just mostly I don't like all the other characters besides Ellie and the villain. But I don't want to spoil. And then last up, I have the Uncharted games. I haven't played any of these. I've had this for a while and I haven't played. And I'm planning on starting this soon because I really do want to play this series, and it won't take too long, I hope, because I know that the first game is like 9 or 10 hours, and then the next few games are like 12 to 15 hours, so it's not going to take super long, but we'll see. Alright, so next up we have the PS5 games. Grab. And hold up. And this is going great. Alright, finally. I got all the games and I didn't drop them this time. Let's hope this continues to be true. Okay, so first up we have Disappointment. I'm just kidding now. I like this game. It's fun. It's fine. But it's kind of bland. I played it a little bit, but it's kind of a bland. It gets boring after like 30 minutes. So I haven't played all that much of it. But next up we have Dead Space. As you guys can probably tell by my previous videos, I really like this game. This game was really fun. I didn't play the whole thing on my channel because I would have taken really long, and I just don't want to do that long of Let's Plays, so I just did 3 short videos on it. But it was really fun and they did pretty well, so I think you guys would like more horror stuff on the channel. And next up is Demon Souls. I really like this game. This was my first like actual Dark Souls game. Like I played Jedi Fallen Order, but this was like an actual like Dark Souls from software game. This one was really fun. It was really hard at first, but then it wasn't, it didn't get as difficult as it went along, except for the Flame Lurker boss. The Flame Lurker boss was horrible. I barely managed to beat that dude with like 1 HP left. It was so scary. Alright, next up, Elden Ring, another FromSoft game. However, this one, I haven't played as much. Defeated the first boss, and I've explored quite a bit of the world, but I haven't really done too much in the actual world, because I've just been busy, and then other games have come out recently, so I haven't really played all that much. Sadly, I want to play more. It's just, these games take forever. They take a ton of time and, like, focus on these games, because you really need to, like, spend a lot of time to level up your character and get a bunch of good loot and stuff. So I haven't played all that much. I might make a video on this in the future. Next up, God of War Ragnarok. Love this game. I stopped doing the Let's Plays just because I just got bored of having to watch the videos and edit them and all that stuff. And it wasn't fun. So I just stopped putting out the videos. Sorry if anyone's disappointed, but even then they didn't do well at all. They did really poorly. Like all these videos did really bad compared to all the other videos I had. So I stopped making these. Next up, Resident Evil 4. This is my newest addition to the collection. As making this video, the game's only been out for about a week, and I really liked it. I already beat it and everything. It's really fun. I'm gonna make a video on it by the time this one comes out. Maybe it'll already be out. I don't know, but I'm making a videos on this one right now, and it's really fun. I actually played this game and then I beat it right away, like immediately after. I played it on the second playthrough and I did it on hardcore this time. It was really fun. And next up, Village. I made a whole playthrough on this one, and this one actually the videos did pretty well on it, and it was actually a really fun game. A lot of people didn't like it because it felt unfocused, and I agree to that. The game is unfocused. There's certain sections that are all just horror, or they're all action, and it feels really different from Unique. But I actually liked it. It kept things fresh. Things never got repetitive or anything. And I still thought the core gameplay loop was really fun. So I really enjoyed playing this game, even though a lot of people weren't fans of it, sadly. But hey, it's a fun game. It's just the story's bad. Like you can't walk your way around. This story was really bad, and Ethan's terrible protagonist. Next up, Returnal. I really like this game. I have never beat it. I got done with the first 3 worlds, the first 3 bosses, and I thought I was finished. I'm like, okay, that's good, nice, I'm finished, I'm done, I can move on with the next game. And then when it's playing the cutscene that makes you think that it's gonna end, then it cuts back, and you're back on the first world again, and I got an achievement that said, you've completed Act 1. I'm like, bro, there's no way I'm doing that. I'm like a third of the way through, and I've played for like 16 hours, because I was really bad at this game, so I got pretty good, but yeah. Once I saw I was only a third of the way through, after like 12, 13 hours, I decided, yeah, that was enough. Might have been even more than a few hours, but I want to go back to one of these days, maybe. And up here, I have Sifu, the Vengeance Edition. So if you guys don't know, this game came out originally on digital only, and I waited for the physical release because I saw the physical release had all this extra stuff. Because when you buy it, you can get the steelbook, which comes with a game disc and a soundtrack, which is really cool. And it also comes with 3 lithograms. I think that's what they were called, lithographs, whatever they were. Just some 3 little images. Looked really nice. I like how it's just concept art from the game. Really cool looking. And it also comes with the Art of Sifu, little art book for the game. I looked through this like just really quickly, but it is really cool. Like it's really cool. I really like when games do like physical releases like this, like special things. And I got this one for cheap, which is really nice as well. I got this for like 30, or not 30, like $50, which is like $10 less than regularly, and then it's like only $10 more than the digital version. So I'm really happy about that purchase. I also made a whole series on this game as well. I even got both of the endings, and it was really fun. I actually platinumed the game after a while. I platinumed it all, and it was one of my favorite platinums to do. It was just a really fun game. And last up, we have Spider-Man, Miles Morales. I love this game. That was my first series on the channel, was on Miles Morales. But this is the Ultimate Launch Edition, which is comes with the original Spider-Man game. You guys can probably see, probably not, but it's kind of blurry, not very clear. But it looks really. This is a really fun game. I really like this. Miles Morales is really short. It's like 6 hours around there, but it's still really fun. I think the combat in this game is more fun than
than the PS4 game or the first Spider-Man. But I played both. Since I played both, because I had the Xbox One before, and then I got the PS5, so I was able to play both pretty easily, which is really nice. And that's it for the PS5 games. However, I do have one last thing I want to bring up in my collection. And that is the PS2. This isn't mine, it's my uncle's. And it's an old PS2 Slim. It's the latest, the newest version that they released back in the day. Because this is the one that has a different, has this type of power cable, which is the same as all the other consoles, as the Xbox One and the PS5. So it makes it really easy to connect. You just have to disconnect those back things. And I got an adapter for the HDMI as well. I've only played a few games on this. I just played Vice City and 3 for a while, and Liberty City Stories. But I haven't played Burnout yet, so I'm still going to use this in the future. But hey, it's nice to have because I do want to get some other PS2 games on this. But hey, you guys will see what other ones I buy in the future, but we'll see. Keep an eye on the PS2 games. I will buy more.
Oh, this is bad.
Shoot.
Few moments later.
Alright, let's hope this audio sounds better, because I just noticed that my mic fell, which I don't know how long that's been going on, but I hope all the PS5 stuff can be salvaged. If not, I'll just cut it out and refilm it another day, but I hope everything's good, but we'll see. Alright, got all that back there finally. Next up is this bottom shelf. So right here I have Spike Spiegel, another Funko from Cowboy Bebop this time. And behind it I have a Sonic Lego set. I don't know if you guys can see that because the lighting's not very good. I'll zoom in a little bit so you guys can see it. Little Sonic Lego set. It's Dr. Eggman and Sonic right there. I really like this set. It was a really cute set. It's just really nice looking. I have the Funko Pop right in here because I have nowhere else. I don't know where else to put it, which is kind of bad because I'm running out of space, so I don't really know where to exactly put this stuff. So I just put it here just for now, but I might move it later. Most likely will though, because I want to make sure that this Lego set's available and visible. And that's it for this section. We'll move on to the next. Lastly, I have this last section of my furniture piece. So first up, I have these two Funkos. They're from Thor Ragnarok, Thor and Hulk. I really like the Hulk one because I really like his little mustache. I don't like the Thor one as much because it's kind of simple. He's just holding the gun. It would have been cool if he had had electricity coming out of his eyes or something. But this one's really, I like the Hulk one. And next up, right behind them was a Kagu Demon toy, the Doom one. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen. I have a video, like a little short on this that unbox this toy, and it's really cool. I really like it. It was like kind of pricey. It was like $40 something, but I really liked it. It's like really big. It's like compared to the Funkos, it's pretty big and it's really well detailed. It's just the toy from the game, because in the games you can find the toys all around the maps and stuff and all around the missions. So and they just made a bunch of these like for in real life, and they're really cool. I like this one. Only have this one just because all the other ones are really expensive, for like $30. And I didn't really feel like buying the rest, and plus the Kagu Demon's my favorite out of all the demons in the game, so I chose this one. I might get a Doomslayer one in the future, but it's kind of pricey, so I don't know. But we'll see. Alright. And then next up, we have some TV shows. I only have a few, because I used to have them down on the bottom row where I have the movies, but I moved them up to make more space for the movies. But all of these are just they're all TV shows. Like, they're all seasons of TV shows, or just like the entire show as a whole. And first up, only the highest of high-class entertainment, a very sophisticated show called Beavis and Butthead. As you guys can see, it's the Mike Judge collection, which is basically every episode, or like all the ones that the creator likes, Mike Judge. And yeah, it comes with the seasons for the first version of the show and the 2011 reboot and the movie. So it's really cool. It comes with like everything, and it's really funny. I love this show. It's so stupid. It's like the dumbest show ever. I really like it. And then next up I have SpongeBob. Yeah, if you guys are wondering why my
why my profile picture on YouTube is SpongeBob, is Mr. Krabs, because I love SpongeBob. I have the first 3 seasons on DVD because they are my favorites. I might get season 4, maybe, because I like some of the episodes in that, but I think I'm just going to stick with these 3 because these are the best ones. They're like the ones everyone remembers. It comes with all the episodes. It's really cool. A lot of episodes. I really like this one. I really like SpongeBob. So I had to buy it no matter what. And then last but certainly not least, Cowboy Bebop, the series. Cowboy Bebop, I don't think I've mentioned this ever before, but this is my favorite anime. Like, I love this show. I watched it twice already, and after I watched it the second time, I started watching it again. I'm still not through with it though, so by the time I make another video, I'll probably have the 3rd or 4th one rewatch already finished. But we'll see. I really love this. I love this show. And so when I saw this at Target, like a few months ago, I bought it because I just love the show. And I'm honestly considering buying the 25th anniversary edition that they have for this show, but we'll see. It's kind of pricey, so I might not buy it in the end, but we'll see. Alright, and then lastly, we have the bottom shelf. You guys can't really see this one all too well because the lighting's pretty bad. I don't have a light. I don't have much of anything in terms of video equipment. I mean, look at my microphone. It's just the Apple earbud and held together with a paper clip of all things. I'm going to buy a microphone soon because this setup's really bad and it's really annoying. But I'm going to buy a microphone, maybe a light in the future, but we'll see. And next, so I'm going to bring this in a little closer. You guys might not see my face because I want to make sure these are visible. So first up, I have the Fast and Furious 8 movie collection in 4K. It's just a collection of the first 8 movies, like Fast Furious 1 to Fate of the Furious. This is a really cool collection. I really like this. It comes with like some, like, so each movie has like little photos of the production, just photos of the movie, and it's really cool looking. And then like it tells you the bonus features and everything, but I really like this. This here's probably my favorite Fast and Furious. I really like the second one. It's just really funny. Too Fast, Too Furious, and it's just like I love this one. This is one of my favorite movies. I love this movie. It's just fun. But moving on, I don't have F9 yet because I haven't watched that one still. And there's a new one coming out soon in May, I think. But next up we have Sicario. I really like this movie. This movie is really good. It's a really good crime movie. I have the steelbook, like the one that was exclusive to Best Buy. So there's this really cool artwork on the front and back. Wait, hold up. Let me take out the slipcover. So on the front, you have a really cool skull design, and then on the back, you have a really cool wolf one. This is such a cool steelbook. Like, out of all of them, when I saw this at the store, I'm like, I had to get it no matter what because it was so cool. I was already interested in getting the movie, but when I saw the steelbook design, I knew I had to get it at that point. And next up, another steelbook and another Best Buy one, Sonic 2. I really like this movie. This is my favorite video game movie, but then again, most of them are bad, so it's not much of a competition. But I really like this one. This movie's just really fun. Like, it's an actual good like Sonic movie. It's really cool. It's got Sonic and Tails on the front with Eggman in the background. The back, you got Sonic and Knuckles, and hold up, there you go. And then on the inside, you have Knuckles and Eggman on one side, and Sonic and Tails on the other one. But I don't want to take all that stuff off. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, I really like this. I really like the movie, and then when I saw the slipcover, then I saw the steelbook releasing at Best Buy, I bought it because it was just really cool. Another thing that's cool about this, is that the artwork is basically the original, is an homage to the original Sonic 2 box art for the Sega Genesis, which is really cool. Next up, my final steelbook that I own, it's Django Unchained. This is like the only Quentin Tarantino movie I've watched, but I really like this one. This one's really cool. It's a really cool Western, and I really like the movie, and I saw this steelbook at Target. It's not a 4K, but it's just a regular Blu-ray one, but I still really like it. It's a really cool looking steelbook because I really like the poster. Okay, and now moving on to the 4K movies, we have Everything Everywhere All at Once. I bought this back in November, and I haven't watched it yet. I need to watch it now, especially now that I won Best Picture. I want to see what all the fuss is about, but I'm gonna watch that soon. And next up, I have Godzilla. I really like it's the 2014 version. I really like this movie, despite there not being much Godzilla in it. But I just like how like grounded it is, and I really like the artwork for the 4K as well. So I decided to buy it for that reason. That's also. Also, I have Hobbs and Shaw. It's the spin-off for Fast and Furious. I haven't watched this yet. I've had this for a long time now. And then last up is my first 4K that I've ever owned. It's Spider-Man Homecoming. I really like this movie. It's like a really fun, like really easygoing superhero movie. So I really like it. Even though a lot of people they don't like these Spider-Man movies. I really like this one because I think this one gets a lot of hate. And I really do think it's a good Spider-Man movie. It's really fun. Okay, now more 4Ks, but these don't have the slipcover over them. So these are just plain, regular 4K discs, boxes, whatever they call them. And first up, we have Alien. I really like this one. I've only seen this one. I haven't seen Aliens or any of the other Alien movies, but I really like this one. It's a really scary, really cool science fiction horror movie. I've played Alien Isolation, and it was really cool because I played this and I played Alien Isolation, and I really like Alien Isolation. And I don't have the box for the Alien Isolation. I can't speak, but I really like the game. It's a really fun game. It's really scary. And next up, I have Ghost in the Shell. I just bought this recently. This is my most recent movie purchase. And I want to watch it because it's the original anime, like not the live action remake. And I just saw it I saw that they were selling it at Best Buy pretty cheap, so I decided to buy it. But I just need to watch this one. I'm probably gonna watch it soon though. And next up, I have Iron Man. This is my favorite superhero movie. The first Iron Man is just nostalgic to me because I watched this back when it first came out. And I was like 4 years old? I was really young when this movie first came out, and I've loved it ever since. It's my favorite. It's just a really fun movie. Like I can rewatch this one over and over again just because of how much fun it is. It's my favorite Marvel MCU movie, and probably one of my favorite superhero movies ever. And then next up we have John Wick chapters 1 through 3. It's just the collection for the first 3 movies. By the time this video has been made, as of making this video, the 4th one came out a week ago as well, and I really like the 4th one. I think that out of all the 3, the first one's my favorite because I just really like the first one, like how you don't really know anything about the world and it feels really grounded. Because by the time John Wick 4 comes around, I like John Wick 4, but seriously, these dudes, some of the people in there survive so much stabbings and gunshots. It's insane. It doesn't even feel like it takes place in the real world anymore. So that's why I like the first one. The second one's really good, and the third one's it's okay. There's some story issues I have with it. Next up, I have Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I really like this movie. The animation, of course, is excellent. Everyone's already said that. But I just like the story. I like the fight scenes. I like everything that has to do with Miles. Miles has a really good character in this movie compared to some of the other media he's been in. So I really like Miles in this, and I like what they do with Peter. And I'm really excited for the sequel. It's coming out in a few months as of making this video. And then last up I have Venom. This movie's not very good, I admit it, but it's just really goofy and stupid, so I really like watching it sometimes. It's just like Tom Hardy's performance. He just goes crazy in this movie, so it just makes it really fun to watch. And next up we have the Blu-ray movies. And so first up I have the first 3 Spider-Man movies, the collection. This is a really cool collection. I don't think they sell it anymore, but it's cool because it comes with a little booklet of each movie. So it's just interviews with the producers or the filmmakers and all the actors. It's a really cool little booklet. And then it also has a really cool thing for each movie, cool artwork. It's a really cool movie. I really like this. I really like these first 3 Spider-Man movies. I don't like the third one as much, but the first 2, especially the first one, are really good. I really like the first one just because, again, it's nostalgia. And then next up I have the Dark Knight trilogy. I love these movies. I don't like the third one that much, but I like the first 2. The second one especially because it's a Dark Knight and everyone knows that this movie is really good. And this one's a really cool collection because it comes with the movie, of course, all 3 movies on Blu-ray. It also comes with some cool artwork for the villains. We got Scarecrow, Ra's al Ghul, what's it called? Joker, Harvey Dent, and Bane. These are really cool. I really like the artwork for these guys. It looks so cool. It's really creepy and scary looking. It looks really nice. And next up, we have the Jurassic World movies. I really like the Jurassic Park movies, mostly the first two and the third one, and then not the third one, the fourth one also. So the first two and the fourth one, but this only has the first five, and that doesn't have the latest one, the Dominion, which is good because I don't like that movie. But I just bought this collection because I wanted a Blu-ray version of the first two because I really like those movies, and so I just got the whole collection. And I decided might as well, just so I can watch each one. And then moving up, I actually have it's Jurassic World again because I bought this when it first came out, and I bought this collection a while later. So I have 2 copies of Jurassic World. Lucky me. And next up, we have The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. It's a recent Nick Cage movie. I haven't watched it yet, but I just bought it because it looked like an interesting movie, and I got it for real cheap at Target. It came with a pretty cool art for the box. And next up, I have more Blu-rays, but without the slipcover. First up, I have The Quiet Place. I really like this movie. This is a really cool, suspenseful, little horror movie. I haven't watched the sequel yet. I don't know if it's good, so I don't know. I haven't watched it at all. Next up, I have Captain America: Civil War. I bought this when it first came out, and I really like this movie. It's not so much fun to rewatch. I haven't really ever felt the need to rewatch, but I still like the movie. It's a really good fight scenes, really good character moments. I really like this movie. Next up, I have Sicario de Soldado. I really like this movie. It's not as good as the first one, but it's still a really good movie, and I want them to make a third one, but I don't know if they'll ever will. But this movie ends really cool. It has a really cool ending. And next up, I have Kong Skull Island. This is a really good movie. It's pretty, all the characters and stuff in the story is pretty bad, but the actual action is really fun to watch. I don't like it as much as the first Godzilla, but it's definitely better than the rest of the MonsterVerse. Well, better than Godzilla 2, but I think I like Kong versus Godzilla, or Godzilla versus Kong better, because it's really cool. Godzilla versus Kong is an actual really cool movie. Same thing, story's bad, the characters are bad, but the movie's cool. And last up, I have The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. I haven't watched this movie, but I didn't own this originally. It was my parents, but I wanted to get it just because it was a Criterion collection, and these Criterion collections are pretty pricey. There's a few of those movies I want to get, like 12 Angry Men, but I haven't watched this movie, and it's made by David Fincher, and I do like David Fincher. He's a really cool actor, a really cool director. So I'm gonna watch this in the future, soon, one of these days maybe. And that's about it. That's my whole collection so far. It's a pretty cool, nice little collection. The only issue right now I have is space. I don't have a whole lot of space left for movies and stuff, which is bad. Because I still want to buy a lot more movies. There's a lot more games coming out, and I still want to get more of the Berserk books as well. So those things take up a ton of space. So I'm gonna figure out what to do with them. I might move the books around, and might move some of the Funkos around. I might move the Sonic one up here to my shelf, because over here on my shelf I have the Jurassic Park and the consoles, of course, but I might put the Sonic one on the other side, just so we can have a little set on each side to make it look a little cooler. But other than that, I like my collection, but I still want to get more stuff, like more PS2 games, a few more Xbox 360 games, a few more Wii games. But yeah, I have to figure out what to do with the space first. But hey, I'll do another video like this in a few months, like 3, 4, 5 months probably. I might want to do one like in August or something, because right now is the 1st of April. No, I might do one back in September or October, 6 months down the line, just to make an update to see how much more things I get and compare the collection from then to now. But we'll see. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.